What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the show. This is the weekend wrap-up, which I do on Mondays, most Mondays. I think I missed one so far, but most of Mondays where I just go through the events of the weekend and just kind of go from there. So we're going to talk about three things. Talk about weekend sales real quick. I'm going to just go over that. It's going to be a quick summary. I also want to talk about the small promoted listings experiment that I've been doing and what I think about that. Because I still got to do some more, but I kind of want to keep you guys updated. Then we're going to talk about Black Friday. Of course, we can't get Cyber Monday results because, still going on today, but we'll talk about those as they come out. But we'll talk about Black Friday, what we can expect going forward, and, a couple other things. But sales-wise, I did about double what I did last week. I think I did about 1,800 last week, so it's about 3,750 this week, somewhere around there. But that's going up even more since those, my shipments. I had brain fart, man. Shipments from Amazon is finally starting to kind of move. So that's what I've been waiting for. The one shipment that seemed like it was in limbo, I called UPS about that last week. Had them track that down, and that finally got there. So that's being checked in now. And that was another 201 items. So I'm expecting, honestly, as these things get checked in, I'm expecting by next weekend, I should be close to at least anywhere between $4,000 or $5,000 over the weekend with just mostly FBA as these shipments kind of get in there, which I'm cool with that. And no, I ain't have no issues on Walmart. Walmart's steady, which is fine. eBay, few less sales, man. It seemed like super did all the way from like Thursday to maybe mid-Saturday, somewhere around there. It picked up a little bit. I finished with about the usual amount of sales that I have on eBay. But what I will say about eBay is this. If I look at my sales. So, sales. Let me see. It says I'm up 20.3%. Okay, these last 31 days, I'm up 20.3%, which that's a huge increase, man. Because I was down almost like 13%. Not seemed like not too long ago. So I'm up 20.3%. Everything is up as far as my traffic goes, except for my click-through rate, which is 0.0. So it's like even. But even my conversion rate is up a little bit. Page views up. Impressions are up. Now, I really ain't got nothing like super exciting to report. I do know this though. Like even on Amazon, let me see. Sales are up. My sales are up 27% over last month and 16% over last year. Overall, year to date, I'm up 9% over last year. My goal was to finish up 10% on Amazon over last year. I did about 120 on Amazon last year. So if I can finish 10% up, I'll be satisfied with that. Especially with like all the things I've been doing and some of the changes I made. So if I can add an extra 10% to the 120 on Amazon, that's fine. Walmart should finish about the same, but that's still putting me off of my goal of 300,000 for the year. I wouldn't say 60 because I'm still gonna get. If I was to estimate eBay for this year, that would put me off, I don't know, 30,000 or so. It just depends. But if sales keep going the way they're going, I don't think I'm going to make that goal because I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not pushing as hard as I probably should. Even if I was to get all the stuff up that I have on hand right now. I don't know. I don't know. It might make it, but either way. Initially, a few months ago, I thought I would miss my goal by about 100,000. As it looks right now, I'll probably miss it by less than 50,000, which I'm fine with that because it wasn't looking that good for a few months there. So that's good. As far as the promoted listing thing, so I got to report back so far what we got. So here's what I did. All right, now. Okay, so there were 6 items that I did not promote. They were very specific items. I made sure I chose items that I know that typically sell, have a pretty good sell-through, and I did it that way on purpose because I wanted to see how they will perform without being promoted, because I know like a few years back before eBay brought this bullcrap promoted stuff about and started emphasizing it so much, I had no problem selling these items without promotions. So I will show you the 6 items. All right. We have, these are all like hair curler items, right? Let me slide this over. So now we have this. This is a ceramic hair curler. I had 2 of those listed. Didn't promote it. Pretty low selling item, but that's pretty much what the market calls for. I sold 1 of them. And it got 11 views without promotions, right? We have another one. I don't think that one sold yet. These next 2, I don't think either one of those sold. I got 1 view on the first one, and I got 5 views on the second one. No promotions. We have this one. I don't think that one sold. Got 1 view. That's it. All right, we got this Infinity Pro. That one sold. Okay. $22. I had 6 views and it sold without no promotions. And then we had this My Purist free cordless steam inhaler. That was listed for $55. Somebody sent me an offer. It wasn't a lowball offer. It was reasonable, but because I had recently listed this, I wasn't taking it, so I declined it. Somebody ended up buying it for full price. That got 19 views. And somebody bought it within 19 views. So those ratios are really, really good. Now for the other ones, I mean, with 1 view, 5 views, looks like I'm gonna need about 10 plus views to make a sale. That's what it's looking like, right? Ish. Except for that one. That one got 6. So these are the ones that I did with no promotions. Now I didn't choose certain items. I wanted to choose items that had a faster sell-through on purpose in different price ranges. So as you can see, from the lowest price range at $11.95 all the way up to the highest price range at $55.99. All right, so that was all strategic and on purpose. All right, so overall, that's pretty good results, right? And I would expect that those other ones sold soon. Now, the one thing I've been thinking about lately is this. Okay, first let me go back. Here's what this is telling me more. Okay, in the past I've been kind of like willy-nilly with my promoted. And what I'm saying is like I would just promote the item without really thinking about it, just kind of like I want to stay competitive. Let me just go ahead and promote it, right? But now I'm starting to rethink that strategy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little more patient. I'm going to be a little more strategic with the items I promote. I am going to make sure that if it's an item that typically has a faster sell-through, that I don't promote it for at least the first 30 days. And I mean, I know a bunch of other sellers that kind of do this. And for me, like I said, in the past, I'm just like, all right, well, I'll just put something on here just to kind of see if it'll sell faster. But I think I was, giving away money for nothing. So, and looking at it this way, even though this is a very small sample size, looking at it this way kind of hammers that home for me. I think I kind of needed that. You know what I mean? So for certain items, I'm not going to promote, at least for the first 30 days, if they have a higher sell-through. One of the things also I was going to say that helped increase my, I think, overall sales up to 20% is the fact that my continual efforts to raise my average sell price on eBay. It's been slow for me. It's been slow, but it's been going up and up over and over again. So my average sell price is up 4.9%. So that's probably helped some. And I'm going to continue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue, especially for items like the ones I just showed y'all, I'm going to continue to not promote those for at least the first 30 days to see how they get with views and things like that if I get offers. If I got action on them and they just ain't selling, I won't even promote them after the first 30 days. You know what I mean? For some of my things that may be a lower sell through, maybe I'll start off at a lower rate. So here's kind of what I was thinking. And I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. I want to do this experiment. I'm just not sure that I want to do it right now during the holiday season or not. One of the things that I was thinking was, what if I turned off all promotions, right? Turn off all promotions. And I've heard all the horror stories about turning off all promotions. Trust me. What if I turned them off and all my prices, I don't price nothing over market value. I kind of price at market or under. And instead of doing that promotion, I do a markdown. That's usually what I would do with the promotion to see what will happen. That way I'm passing on. Because look, I honestly feel better if I'm passing on the savings to my customer as opposed to giving eBay money. Like it would just to spite eBay. You know what I mean? I would love to give the customer that discount as opposed to giving it to eBay. I really would. So I wonder what would happen if I posted everything at market and then turned off offers. And if I want to send an offer, I still could, but turned off offers and made that discount. Because if you think about it, let's say you got an item, right? And on the item, you got 5, 8, 10% promoted. Plus you got to pay the final value fee. Plus, heck, you might take an offer or you might run a markdown or a coupon, right? So what if you just take that all and just get it all out the way all at once and just say, hey, I'm just going to have a 15% off coupon for everything. I ain't taking no offers. I ain't doing no promoted. 15% markdown, take it or leave it. And it's already priced at market. So that 15% is going to be lower than anybody else, unless it's like a super duper price tanker type of person. I wonder how, I'm curious to see how that would go. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and I'm tempted to try this even during the holidays, right? Is do half of my store. Maybe on half, just random, right? Maybe just the first half of my store that I got, I don't know, 600 some items that's active. Let me see. 635 active items. Well, there's actually some items that I would not want to do 15% off. So I might have to be a little more strategic with that. But I guess it's kind of the same thing though. So anyway, half of the store, turn off the promoted, 15% markdown, no offers, see how that performs over a couple weeks or so. I'm going to do that. The question is, am I going to do it now or wait until after the holidays? I am going to do that. I really want to see what happens, because then that's going to really tell me just how much influence eBay, or how much eBay is influencing. Not that we don't already have an idea, but how much they're influencing. Because if I got a bunch of items priced 15% below market and I can't get traction on them, then we know that that's some bull crap, and there's another issue at play, because there's just no way for that to happen. But overall, those 6 items, they've been getting views. Now, I think they would sell faster, of course, but here's my thing. Here's what I kind of settled on when it comes to these promoted listings. And I know some people might say we being a dead horse. Ain't no dead horse. If we trying to figure this out, you can't really talk about it enough, right? Here's kind of where I'm settling. After taking this all in and listening to people in different categories selling different items, I listened to, there's a channel called, I think his name's Stoic Reseller. Pretty new channel. He only got like 200 or so subs. Let me see if I can find it real quick. He made a few good videos on promoted listings. You should check him out. Yeah, his name is Stoic Reseller. He got a couple good videos on promoted. Y'all should check out his channel. And his last video is promoted versus sell-through. Me personally, I definitely think you should definitely always take sell-through over promoted. Here's what I've settled on anyway. Promoted listings, first of all, guys. You know, people will ask the question, should I promote or should I not? There's a lot of factors that go into that, but the first factor is understanding two things. One, your item, okay? What is the sell-through of your item and how desirable is it? And it, all things considered, is your item priced to move, okay? Two, promoted listings is not a tool that's going to make a crappy item sell. You can't say, oh, this item ain't selling, let me promote it and it'll sell. If it probably won't. It really probably won't. Promoted listing is there to get your item more exposure so that all things considered, a good item would sell faster, right? It would sell faster. Now, and this is considering eBay's not suppressing items, which a lot of us really think they are. But if they're not, you need to consider this when you're talking about promoting. Don't ask the question, should I promote my items or should I? No. If you want more exposure and you want your item to sell faster, then maybe you should. Now, the rate that you should do that at is going to be up to you. Here's what I would settle on, which is what some other resellers said is, start at no promotions, and every 30 days or so, maybe you start off at 2.5, and you go up. But you have to understand that promoted listings is not there to make your item sell. Like, it's not there to say, hey, I got this box that nobody really wants. Let me put 10% promoted on it. Well, you're going to be paying 10% probably for a long time because still nobody's probably going to want it, right? It got to be something that somebody wants. First way I'm going to look at promoted listings is not as a way to get something to sell that otherwise probably wouldn't sell or wouldn't sell quicker. If you're understanding your category, understanding the items you sell, if it's a long tail item, then don't promote more and more. I mean, it's still going to be long tail. You promoting it more is not going to make it a whole lot less long tail than it probably already is. So why give that money up in the first place, right? List it. Make sure you got a good listing. And if you know it's long tail, then why even promote it, period, and see what it does if it gets the views? If you did your research, you should understand and know, or at least have an idea of how long it's going to sit around anyway, right? So that's kind of how I'm going to take it. It's kind of going to be my approach for the most part right now on eBay. And I'm going to try to control more, I guess, what I list on there. And not only that, I'm going to be a lot more thoughtful about what I actually promote and give to eBay. I'm not really going to worry about if something sells in a month, over maybe a month and a half or two, because I know if it sells, it sells, unless I just ain't seeing no type of signs of life on it. And if the item is just undesirable anyway, for the most part, I'll probably just take it down. I think your approach should probably be somewhat similar and just focus on if you thrift or if you do anything like that, you just need to be a lot more thoughtful about the type of items that you get, and you should focus more on sell-through rate over promoted. Remember, promoted listings is just going to give you more exposure so that hopefully your item will sell faster. It's not some magic pill that's just going to make an item that is not desirable more desirable. Okay? It's not. So that's that on that. Last thing I wanted to talk about was Black Friday and what we can expect going forward. So listen. All right. Now this is from Retail Dot. Okay. Now it says in 2023, Black Friday sales in the United States reached 9.8 billion, which is a 7.5% increase from the previous year. This is a new record for online spending on Black Friday. Online spending. says, here are some other Black Friday 2023 statistics. In-store traffic. Shopper traffic to physical stores increased by 2 to 5% compared to 2022. Cyber Monday is expected to be the biggest online shopping day of the year, with $12 billion in spending. Cyber Week, which starts on Thanksgiving and lasts through Cyber Monday, is expected to bring in 16.8% more revenue than last year. All right, so it also says, but even with record online spend, TD Cowen lowered its guidance for the season, now expecting holiday spend to be up 2% to 3%. Previously, the organization forecast an increase of 4 to 5%, while the National Retail Federation estimated holiday spend would be up between 3% to 4% year over year. Right, so basically, this Black Friday did better than last year, right? By a good amount, even. By a really good amount. And the expectation is that this holiday season will be better than last year, with a lot of online shopping. Now, I've seen a lot of channels ever since Black Friday. Seen a lot of channels talk about how stores are empty. And they were going to these different types of stores, Home Depot and this place and that place, and like, oh, it's empty and it's just the worst Black Friday ever. Well, the numbers don't lie, and apparently it's not only is it not the worst Black Friday, it's better than last year's Black Friday. And one of the reasons why those people probably didn't see a lot of people in them stores is because people were shopping online. Okay? It says, for the first time, mobile shopping is expected to overtake desktop buying this holiday season. According to Adobe Analytics, more than half of spend online, 51.2%, will be on mobile devices, which may be one of the reasons why we see eBay doing a lot of things with the mobile app, right? They've been adding a lot of features. They've been doing a lot of stuff with that mobile app. Well, this is probably one of the reasons why right here, because they know these numbers, right? And they know what the numbers shown in the past as far as mobile phone use and shopping online. And remember, if people are going to be looking at their phones and doing shopping, you want them pressing that button as fast as possible, and you want them to be able to make that purchase. And if they're going away from the desktop, that's why you may see such a difference in the mobile app and the desktop app and features and things. I just want y'all to think about that though. Black Friday hits a record 9.8 billion in the US, 70.9 billion globally, right? 7.5% over last year. So whether you think there's going to be a recession or not, we're in a recession or not, spend is not slowing down for everybody. So that means for everybody who thinks that maybe slow sales on eBay are due to the economy, the numbers are saying otherwise. Not only are the numbers saying otherwise, the numbers are showing us that it's even better than last year. So that means the sales, your slow sales, are probably not due to the economy. Could be due to eBay, but I think in large part, eBay plays a role, but I think in large part, it's probably the types of items that people sell. In large part. Salesforce, which uses different metrics than Adobe and says that it crunches numbers on transactions for some 1.5 billion customers, also said that Black Friday online sales exceeded its expectations. They totaled $16.4 billion in the US and $70.9 billion globally, and a record of 79% of all shopping traffic, both browsing and buying, was carried out on mobile handsets. So people are shopping, and not only are they shopping, they're using their mobile devices to shop, and it's increasing. So we have to get away from the thought or the mentality that any issues with our sales at this point may be due to the economy, because the numbers, at least up till now, you would think that if there was a really big issue with the economy and with consumer spending and all of that, it would definitely show itself on Black Friday, right? Yeah, you get some deals, but this would be a really good snapshot of the overall picture. But it's showing just the exact opposite, that whether or not people are hurting, they're still going to spend money if the price is right. And if it's something that they want, they're still going to spend money. And so what does that say to you, the seller? If I'm having problems, then I need to think about the types of items I'm selling, because apparently not that many people want to buy, because they're still spending, they're still coming out their pockets. And not only are they doing that, but they're doing it in record numbers. And so for me, that just, I don't know, man. I mean, for the most part, most of the stuff I sell actually sells. So I don't really see me needing to make any changes there. But I know from some of the stories I hear, from what a lot of people say in the chats and things like that, a lot of people are struggling. And we don't know everybody's situation, right? We don't know what they're selling. We don't know what their customer service is. I suspect that a lot of people that struggle with sales, one, probably are selling things that are not that desirable. Two, probably don't know what they're doing. And what I mean by that is prices. They're probably not pricing it right. They probably, I posted a picture in my community tab of somebody who was selling it was a curling iron, right? I was doing a little bit of research just to price my curling iron. So I was looking for comps. And I'm like, what is that white stuff on the table? And I think it's just the table. I don't know, but why would you put that picture? Look. That curling iron could be just perfect. There could be nothing wrong with it. Works just fine and everything. But as a consumer, if I'm scrolling down that page and I'm looking for one to buy, you better have a really good price on yours for me to buy it based on that picture. Because that picture says a lot to me about the mentality of the seller and what I may expect. If you can't even go through the trouble to at least present your item to me in a way that would make me want to buy it, why should I trust you to send me something that's going to be desirable to me when I get it to make me want to use it? Like, I don't know. I can't trust you because you are too lazy to even take a good picture of your item. You know what I mean? So we don't know what people are doing who are complaining about sales and struggling with sales. We don't know. But the fact of the matter is, according to the numbers that are in so far, they do not support a slowdown in consumer spending overall, at least for the holidays. They don't support it. And if people are hurting, apparently they're not hurting too bad to go out and spend money on things that they want for the holidays. So, I mean, look, guys, it's up to you to kind of take a look at yourself, take a look at what you're selling, and make the changes. I do got a video coming up I want to share with y'all about how to fix that problem. And one of the things that I do to kind of like change that, and one of the ways that I've been doing to increase my average sale price step by step. See, things like this for me, part of you want to kind of like you want it to change right now, but that's not how business works. That's not how things work. Business is more like a train, right? It's not like a motorcycle, right? You can't just stop on a dime. You might be able to go fast, and then on a motorcycle, you can kind of, boom, slow. It's like a train, man. It's going to take you a few miles to kind of stop that thing. And, it's no sudden stops with a train, right? It's kind of with a business. Once you got things rolling, you want to make some changes. It's got to be slow and progressive. We ain't riding crotch rockets, right? We driving trains, we driving semis. And if you make the wrong decision, it could be catastrophic for your business. But if you make the right one, it'll go in your favor and things will just keep rolling, man. So that's it for today's show, for the weekend wrap up. Like I said, I got a video coming up. I want to talk about how you can kind of go through and figure out which of your items you need to keep sourcing and which ones you don't. And I'm gonna show you one of the things that I do to not only do that, but to increase my overall average sale price right from the comfort of my own storage unit. Anyway, so hit that like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to y'all again soon.